You know, I'm Challenger, I have no life, and I'm Asian, so I probably can get rank 1. Previously on Pants Are Dragon in My Mouth, we had some drama in North America. And in the next game, we played Tarek. You know, in my comment section below, a lot of people are like, he's a good player, all he does is show mistakes, he never shows his good plays. Well, that is untrue because I do not have any good plays to show you guys. And all I have to show you is a bunch of deaths from me, you know, just feeding my ass up, but winning. I could teach you guys how to feed and win, but maybe that's for its own video. So to all my minions saying I'm good, that is simply not true. I am worse than half of you people in the comment section below. But there is one thing I will say, and that is that I am the best at getting carried in solo queue, and none of you guys can match my skill in that particular category. As you can see, I'm already on my way to feeding this game. But like, one of the reasons why you see me not ever making risky plays or flashy plays, you know, someone like Gosu or Night Blue 3, is because those flashy plays usually have a risk of failing or just backfiring. Like say, I don't know, I'm playing Graves and I'm on a 1v2, I'm like 7-3, and I go into 1v2, if I do this, you know, if I do this correctly and play it well, I can probably get away with the 1v2, but how many people do I see on the map, how many allies do I see around me? You know, those are the factors I always consider. And like those flashy plays, if it doesn't go so well and my team has a lead, well, then that's considered a throw. And why do that when we can just win consistently and group up and do what we're supposed to do? You know, I do make flashy plays when I play Nermals or on a Smurf because it's fun to do and I don't give a shit. But when I'm on my main account, it's a little different and I just play very conservatively and not republicly. Whatever that means. I'm not into politics because it's too fucking confusing for me. But I'm not the type of person who cares about politics. So you can see in this game we're coming back a little slowly, but I'm going to tell you how to win this game with just the win conditions. So first off, our late game is stronger than the enemies. You can see there's a Lucian, who's a worse late game than Jin. Nidalee on their team falls off so hard, as well as Zed. Actually, I'm not sure about that because you can't QSS his ultimate anymore, but I also forgot to mention, the reason I picked Tarek was because the enemy has all AD. So we have the better late game. I'm not 100% sure about Kled also, if he's good in the late game or not, but Tarek is actually a really good counter to him because of his ultimate, which nullifies his initiation, and you can see it coming miles away. So all we have to do in this game is wave clear, stall out, you know, just let the enemy team keep throwing, wave clear, whatever, and we eventually win the game. That's our win condition because the enemy's team comp is so shit, aka all AD. Like you can see these Kled initiations, they're not going so well. You can see his ultimate does actually nothing to me, and I'm taking no damage despite me being 9-11. You know, Tarek in the late game is also super awesome and scales way better than Thresh. And also the reason I'm maxing out my W is for the passive armor. I mean, what that Tarek main said was to max out W if there was a full AD comp, and that's what I'm doing right now. Oh, I actually forgot about Nidalee, that was my bad, but she's not that threatening, she's already falling off, so I'm just getting a Solari just because I want that shield, but I actually rushed the Frozen Heart in this game. Now talking about flashy plays, as you can see, this Zed is doing a 1v2. He thinks he can do it after his team retreated, but the thing is, if he did get it anyways and got a kill on Graves, what would they get out of it? Nothing, just a kill. That's the only reason you get kills is because you can get objectives, but okay, to be honest, I don't know why Hotshot GG keeps doing his ultimate into me. I feel like he would have learned by now, but he just keeps ulting into me. It's not working. I'm a really hard counter, which I learned this game. But yeah, this is one of the reasons I picked Tarek over Soraka in this game, was for the team composition, not because I felt like playing him. I may have had some mechanical mistakes, but it doesn't matter as long as we get to the mid game and late game. Also, this ultimate is pretty trash, but I think what I learned this game after watching this clip is I should use my ultimate when I feel the enemy commits, not when only one of them engages. I mean, the Lucian did commit, but not the rest of his team. Plus, he can't kill me really fast, so I could have held it for a little bit longer. But now right here, the enemy team has Elder Dragon. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of dragons, but this Thresh, I have no idea what the hell he was doing. He just suicided, and now he kind of baited his whole team into dying. Okay, maybe it was just him, but watch his Graves, watch his Graves, watch his synergy with me and him, watch this flash, holy shit, he actually gets him and he dies. But you can see this game went from 0 degrees to 360 degrees, which is the same as 0 degrees, but in my favor. And that's how I get my wins, because I am the best at getting carried. Bring us some LP. Now on the next game, we get Sneaky on our team, and we get a kill in the bottom lane, as you can see right here. I flashed, and I think it was needed for sure, because I'll get one of them. You know, I think Jin had his flash up, but since Braum was body blocking, Braum would take the cocoon, but that's not the case. Either way, 2 people were in line with a skill shot, which means more accuracy on my cocoons. Now, I was trying to assist the Gnar from getting out from this weird dive, but I do get caught out because now Karma from mid lane is here, so yeah, not looking too good. Instead, I just say, hey, I'm going to camp the bot lane. You know, Ashe is 6, but apparently he didn't put a point in his R because he, I don't know, fucked up. We do end up getting the kill, but I have a question for you now. With this kill, what would you do after getting this kill? Hold on, let me explain this play, and then we can answer that question. So right here, I feel like I can duel Nidalee because I do have my Skirmisher Saber, but apparently I can't. And I was like, where the fuck's my Gnar? But apparently he was trying to go over the cliff and assist me that way, although I was kind of blind and I didn't see him. And in game, I was like, where the fuck are you, Gnar? But it was my fault for not paying attention on how he was traveling and pathing. But I did review the clip later and I was like, holy shit, I'm a fucking idiot. But now back to the Ocean Drake thing. Apparently the answer is nothing. We didn't get the Ocean Dragon. We didn't get the tower in the bot lane, which I don't think we could have. So yeah, the answer is actually nothing. Also, the enemy mid has pressure on our laners, so I don't feel like we can do the Ocean Dragon. There also might be a fear of Echo teleporting, although I forgot if he actually did have it or not, but my spider senses were tingling and telling me, don't do anything, just find another gank or try and farm. Anyways, after minutes of doing nothing, literally nothing happening from both teams, we decide, based off where all the enemies are, we say, let's do the Baron. Although, you can see I kind of drifted off, but that was because I wanted to see if there's any wards around us in case we would get caught. But I think if I did come across a ward, it would be kind of deep, and it would reveal our plan of doing the Baron. But we do get the Baron anyways. Now a little team fight breaks out, and the closest person to me is the Braum. I can't really reach the Karma. I retreat until I see a TP coming from us, and also I have to PO4 our Ashe, and now I'm just like, hey, look, a Karma. Maybe I can kill her, and you know, I flash a Cocoon, because if we actually do get more kills off this team fight, it is basically going to be GG, so my flash is expendable to do this certain play. Unfortunately, we don't get them, but it's the effort that counts. Either way, I really wanted that Cocoon to land. Also, I'm getting a lot of magic resist because their whole team, like top, mid, and jungle, are AP, so yeah, I just want to be really tanky. I mean, I do get some armor just for Jin, but he's actually pretty useless right now because he didn't really do so well in the laning phase. And then now the invisible arrow comes in to hit the Nidalee, which, I don't know, the skin's really OP because it's so transparent to see the Ashe arrow. I actually do hope they change that or make like a bigger sound effect. But right now, it sounds like a blob just blobbing. Anyways, our team is very strong, and I did want to dodge because of a Teemo mid, but I guess it's a good thing I didn't dodge. At the same time, Teemo's a scary thing to see on your team, and this game does not change my opinion on him at all. Anyways, we win the game off that, and we're now at the highest LP we've ever achieved. Again, and we just need 4 LP for 700. And now we play Graze with Sneaky again on Jin, but he is getting a little too deep into the enemy jungle, and he gets caught out because he was trying to snipe their mid laner, or like try to kill someone with his ultimate, but the early game is looking a little even actually right now. But look at this perfectly calculated combo where we kill Twisted Fate with our ultimates. How impressive. Now I'm 1-0-1 and Vayne is 1-2. So I'm like, bitch, I could fuck you up, especially with a Jin ultimate and Jin assisting me, and also I got Skirmisher Saber, and I'm like, you know what, maybe we can win this, but I'm like, wait a minute, she's destroying me. As you can see, that was a little, that was actually kind of interesting. She was actually 0-2-2, so, I mean, she did have Phantom Dancer. Then Sneaky says, why the fuck do you have Ghost? And I say, it's better than Flash. At least in my opinion. But still, it was rather surprising. Now usually what happens is, in these kind of games we just stall out and wait until late game because their late game team comp is better, but they do have a Vayne, they have a Twisted Fate, and they have, well actually it's just a Vayne, but yeah, we have to win this game early. This game doesn't go well for us in the late games, so we have to make some things happen. Unfortunately, these team fights are kind of going for them, not for us, and also if the team fights went 1-for-1, it's still bad for us. Anyways, I go for the Black Cleaver build, which is for Tahm Kench and Gragas, but I think if I went the Phantom Dancer build, it would have been better, you know, for Vayne, and I can like all in her. So maybe going Black Cleaver wasn't the best choice for this game. Anyways, the game is not looking too hot for us. Maybe running into the bot lane with my Ghost and going on Vayne wasn't the smartest idea, but also, build could have been better, and more plays needed to happen in the early and mid game. And we lose some LP. In the next game, we face Dominate, and now I'm playing Jarvan because I'm bored of my other junglers, and I want to find something new. You know, I saw his jungle win rate was quite high, and I was like, might as well try him out. Also, I'm gonna invade him because I saw him a little bit earlier, and I'm like, he's kind of low, and my lanes are pushing up, so I feel like I can do this. And it does work because Yasuo roamed. And we're off to a great start. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. But yeah, in this game, you can see I have a low kill participation. Actually, well, I'm involved in the only one. The thing is, I couldn't find any ganks around the map, and I just couldn't snowball off that kill. Everyone was playing pushed up, or I just, couldn't find something. And also one of the reasons I picked Jarvan was because we had a Yasuo, and I wanted to do the combo with him. And also I went Cinder Hulk because, I couldn't find anything, and I was kind of falling off. One of the bad things I felt about Jarvan in this game was I couldn't farm really good. Like, this guy's a snowbally jungler. His clear speeds are shit, his sustain is shit. I don't know, I didn't have a good time on him. And yeah, I just was not happy with him. So you know what I did with him? I put him in the retirement home. Next game I play Elise and I say, fuck this guy, I'm gonna shit on him. And I got the first blood right about here. But right here, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't even have smite. I'm just like dicking around with the blue buff. And then I kind of forget that Tahm Kench is here. And now I'm fucked. And then this happens where I'm like, ooh, a pink ward. And I can definitely clear it out. But then Tahm Kench comes. I'm like, oh shit, can't go that way. Actually, I could have because I would have just flashed out. But I totally forgot about Lux. And you can see this game is not looking too good. And I lose with a jungle performance that looks like my ass. And so it looks like we won't be getting 700 LP today. You can see this game, it's looking horrible. 5-1. It's deja vu all over again. This is where we drop the 300 LP. Well, maybe not. They do have a Teemo on their team, which is quite useless. They also have a Shen support, and we have Ashe, we have Sona, we have Ahri. We actually have a really good team comp for the late game, so as long as we just stall out, we should be good to go. In fact, our team comp with the Ashe out is super good since we have so much follow-up with it. The thing is, this game gets fucking annoying. Like, easily we win every team fight. The thing is, this game was just us chasing people, not really getting objectives because we couldn't, as there were no minions pushing in, or just random shit happening like we had the recall or something. And to be honest, this game was just a game of tag that just went on forever and ever, and you can see we have so much kills, but I do get a lucky ass smite. And I finally end this game of tag once and for all with the Baron smite steal. And we are definitely much better in these team fights than the enemy team. With that Baron steal, this game is closed out and we win the game. Next game we play Soraka into Cutie Pie and dominate who's in the jungle. And then Cutie Pie goes a little aggressive on me, but now the Alistar gets even more aggressive and I get headbutted away. So I'm forced to flash away, but it looks like Lucian just has a bit too much gap closers. And as you can see, we are on our way to feeding once again. Even right here, as you can see, we went for an invade, but I probably should have flashed that Q, because it did slow me. Although I was a little bit greedy on holding onto my flash, and also the E could have been a little bit closer, but I think it wouldn't matter, because Darius did flash on me, so I would have probably died anyways. But don't worry, I make up half of my team's deaths. So that's a good thing. All I have to do is not get kills, and I'm good to go. And a little team fight that went pretty south in the mid lane, as you can see, went pretty south. And now it's 13-7, not a good thing. But don't worry, you can see the enemy has overstayed their welcome just a little bit. And you can see the enemy team is throwing quite a bit. This is also a pretty good fight because you can see Anivia is out of mana. So what I want to do is heal everyone up and re-engage. You can also see I'm maxing out W because I fed in lane. Also, with this comeback, you can see, well, the enemy team actually gets outscaled by our team. Kind of. Sivir is better in the late game than Lucian. Orianna and Nivea are quite on par, but Soraka definitely outscales Alistar. Unless we need a tank, then, And of course, Soraka skills so well with Mikhails and all those, increased heals with the Mikhails and all that. Although one thing I was getting pissed about in this game was that Vi and Renekton were not building, resists or any of that. We actually had no tank on our team. And, Soraka is really good with people who can have magic resist and armor because she gives them the old rub and tug to make them feel really healthy. A little after that little fiasco, as you can see, Renekton goes in and stuns Alistar. Of course, he meant to do, I'm a cutie pie, but he don't get that off. In fact, he just dies, and I actually try to use my wish to save him. Right here, you can see the Sivir is in a literal sticky situation, as she got stuck between a rock and a hard place. Anyways, we just threw yet again. And eventually, they do get the Baron and are sieging our tower. And what I want to do with Vi is do a little combo with her ultimate and my E. Now she flukes super hard and doesn't get the kill onto Lucian and doesn't even get her ultimate off. I see the Orianna is in a sticky situation, but she actually gets her ultimate off and a lot of her skills onto the enemy. And you can see this is actually turning into a better sticky situation, and we are killing a bunch of enemies. So you can see we win the team fights if we play it right. So right here my team goes on Alistair, and I see two people are on the left. So I use my E to zone them out, and it's actually a pretty good E, to be honest. Even I patted myself after this game for that E, because what eventually happens is Sivir gets caught by a Nivea Q, and now the enemy team just bum rushes her, but I'm using all my heals to try to make her live, and she actually now has full health, but the Orianna dies, but that doesn't matter. We have got a nice ace and death timers to do long, so we get some LP, and we're very close to 700 LP and a new milestone. Alright, so in this game, actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll leave it for the next episode. I want to go to bed right now, so on the next time we play with Cutie Pie as a support. And that's kind of it. So make sure you watch that episode, and if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, I am Panzer Dragon, and I'll see you guys next time.